Common lore in the parts of the world that celebrate Christmas revolves around an old saint, mythologized into a jolly immortal who delivers presents to good children, while the bad ones suffer merely the crushing disappointment of a lump of coal in their stocking. Or, if you had creative parents, a sternly disappointed letter detailing how naughty you were and how you would have to make up for it to earn the gifts you would have otherwise been given. Either way, it's a far cry from being kidnapped and made into naughty child soup, a threat so potent that it was outlawed in 1746 to avoid traumatizing children any further. Nevertheless, the lore has survived and has shifted from a general method of controlling children to one tied specifically to Christmas time. In Iceland, there is a cave in the Dimmuborgir fields, and in that cave lives an ugly old troll woman named Grýla, a true monster with sharp senses and an insatiable appetite. All year she sits in that cave, hearing the sounds of misbehaving children all across the land, and committing to memory who they are and where she may find them. At last, during Christmas time, she leaves her cave and goes in search of these children, catching them and taking them back with her, for her favorite meal is naughty child stew, and she can eat it endlessly. Grýla doesn't live alone in her cave. There is also her third husband, a lazy troll man named Leppalúði, and their 13 sons, the Yule lads, and their great black cat. The Yule lads also roam the countryside around Christmas time, in a particular order and each with particular mischievous habits. Once upon a time, they helped steal disobedient children for their mother to eat. More recent portrayals have shifted somewhat. Now children leave shoes on windowsills for them, and despite their mischief, they will leave small gifts or treats in those shoes, unless the child has been naughty, in which case they leave a potato instead. The first lad is Stekkjarstor, sheepcoat Claude, who harasses the sheep hobbling about on stiff peg legs. Second comes Giljagar, Gullygawk, who hides in gullies and waits for a chance to steal milk from the cowshed. Third is Stuvr, Stubby, an extremely short lad who steals pans for the scrump left behind on them. Then Þoversleikir, spoon licker, followed by Pottaskefil, pot scraper, stealing those things and eating whatever remains upon them. Spoon licker is very thin. Askasleikir, bowl licker, follows them and hides under beds waiting to make off with the bowl set down. Hurðaskelir, door slammer, enjoys waking people up at night. Skýrgámur, Skyr gobbler, does just that. Bjugnakreikr, sausage swiper, sits in the rafters and steals sausages being smoked there. Glugagegir, window peeper, searches through windows for things to steal. Gatathever, doorway sniffer, has a large and gifted nose, which he uses to locate leaf bread. Kitkroker, meat hook, uses the hook he is named for to steal meat. Then, last of all, there is Kertasneker, candle stealer, who follows children to steal their candles, edible things back when they were more commonly made of tallow. The final creature of note from this household of mischief and terror is their pet, the black cat I mentioned earlier, Jólakötturinn, the Yule Cat. This is no little cat, but a huge and ferocious beast who stalks the countryside to find and eat anyone who has not received new clothes to wear by Christmas Eve. Perhaps a bit of coal isn't so bad after all.